Hey, you guys. Happy Friday, you guys. Sorry it took me so long, y'all. I'm running back and forth upstairs. Hey, you guys. Thank you guys for coming today. Happy Friday to everybody. Let me see who I got in the chat. I'm going to start from the top because I know a lot of y'all come in prior to me going live, so you might not be in here, but I'm just going to start from the top. So, hey, Miss Ronithia, Rebecca, Love Cat, hey, Queen. Miss D, what's going on, Queen? Dee Dee. Who else? We got Robin, Miss Adams. Hey, Queen. We got Miss Harris, Beverly. We got Miss Cogman. Hey, how are you? They call you Shay Shay. What's going on? Miss Wagner, my queen. Miss Lewis, Miss Lysander. Hey, Miss Lysander, I thought you was mad at me today. Who else we got? SR, what's going on? Christy, hey Queen. Hey Terry, what's going on? Miss Ann was it Andy 116? Me, us, dreamy girl, what's going on, Queen? Miss Mullen, peace. In and out the bushes. That's what's up. Who else we got? I want to make sure I don't miss nobody. I think A Stokes, what's going on? Miss Dixon, Miss Myers, my firecracker. Treasure Life, T, what's going on, Queen? That's another firecracker right there. T. Hey, Miss Whitaker, Blueberry Boots, what's going on, beautiful? Miss Judy, hey, I finally caught a live and focus on work. Girl, that's what's up. Work before anything. Hey, Miss Jackson. I don't know, Miss Lysandra. You know, sometimes, I don't know. You be fussing at me sometimes. Hey, Miss Gibson. Hey, Miss Hudson. Hey, Jackie. What's going on, Queen? Gigi. Hey, you guys. Latte. Hey, Queen. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Queen. So you guys, I think I got everybody. So if I don't, I try to get everybody as they come in the chat. So y'all, let me read this really quick. Y'all know I got to read my disclaimer really quick because we're gonna start off with a different. We're gonna still do my commentary on what I advertised for, but since the events happened today, I do want to kind of glide into it, kind of like a small continuation off of Miss D's live, just a little bit. Hold on. My lives are informational and based on my legal knowledge of the law and at times based on my own thoughts and opinion. Please know I do not speak for any specific party, group, or team. My opinions represent my channel and my channel only. I welcome all opinions and comments, but disrespect will not be tolerated. So, anybody is welcome. Here, anybody is welcome. You just can't be disrespectful. So I'm never closing the floodgates to anybody. Everybody is welcome. There's no teams. There's nothing on here as long as you can keep it respectful. What's going on, JB? So first of all, you guys, let me touch on just a little bit. I don't know who was in Miss D's live earlier today. Hey, Miss Lovely, who was in Miss D's live earlier today? And I'm going to say this again because I sometimes find myself having to reiterate this a lot because I think somebody's like, well, where is Miss Shawn coming from, this and this? If you have followed me from day one, and I got a lot of day ones up in here, is that you know that I came in as no team. I was no team Robert. Hey, Jazzy Red. I was no team Robert and I was no team Bree. My only objective was to speak from a legal standpoint. And sometimes that legal standpoint may not support or may not go in the favor of the person that you support. And that doesn't mean that I'm speaking negatively about anybody. That means that I'm just giving you guys the facts. And I would rather lose people to dislikes that you don't like me, but as long as you can walk away and say, I respect her, because I'm always going to tell you guys the truth. And I'm always going to give you facts. I'm never going to sugarcoat anything or make you think that, oh, I'm turning. I have always been one way and one way only. Hey, Bronx girl. One way and one way only. So when I tell you guys something, I'm speaking, and I will tell you way ahead of time what perspective or position that I'm speaking from. Okay, so when I tell you that it's not my own personal opinion, it is not my own personal opinion. It is from a legal standpoint, and what is it going to be in favor of that party when we're going to court, or if there's a legal situation involved. So again, this legal situation came up in lieu of what I am still going to talk about was the contempt that came about today, or it was filed yesterday, I think, and I have seen it, but yes, I have viewed it. Hey, Miss Buttercup, and I'm just going to tell y'all this. Hey, Renee. Hey, Miss Sean. Hope all is well. I really hope all y'all move on from both of them. Complete shit shows your way to each other for this nothing shit. Thank you so much, Renee. I receive that in love. I receive that in love. Hey, Lucky 8, Lady 8. What's going on? So basically, like I said, there was a contempt, and I understand, y'all, when there is, I always say, when there was a legal situation that comes up in, hey, Brittany, when what's going on, Miss Toya? There was a legal situation that came about, and I made it clear that anytime that a legal situation that comes up and I can shed some light on it, I will. If it's in the best interest of the party, hey, Amber. If it's in the best interest of the parties, hey, Hazel Eyes. If it's in the best interest of the party, then I will read it. If it's not in the best interest of the party, I won't read it. I'll speak on it. But, when I did my live, I don't know if you guys can go back and hey, Veronica, you guys can go back in my lives, and I spoke on this maybe last weekend, I believe. And I said to everybody, I said that I read the social media disclaimer or clause in the divorce decree, and I specifically said that based on what was read, not based on my opinion. Oh, thank you, Amber. Amber is so supportive, is she not? So I said that based on the language of the court, basically that both parties is in contempt. Both parties would be in contempt for various reasons. And I said at any time, either one of them could file. Hey, Miss Hudson. I said that either one was capable of hiring because either one was capable of filing because both of them really actually had grounds. Now, if I was to come on here and tell all my LaTrue supporters or all the LaTrue supporters, if I came on here and say, hey, listen, she didn't have a right to file on Robert. He's all good. He didn't do anything wrong. I would be telling you a lie. And that right there, you wouldn't respect me for. You would not respect me if I come on here and told you a lie just to pacify feelings. That's not what I want to do. My thing is to come on and tell you the truth about what filed without having any type of biased opinion. You can't be in law and have a biased opinion. You can't do that. You always have to be unbiased so you're able to bring your audience nothing but the truth. And some people and I'm used to it. Some people going to fuss at me. Some people going to whatever. But at the end of the day, you're going to walk away from my live and you're going to respect me. You can address the contempt and take this part out and put it as a separate video. And take this part out. Which part? Lucky 8, which part? Us, the legal aspect. Yes. So I just want you guys to always remember that. That's what I first came in here for, and that perspective has never changed. And the reason why I feel like I attracted more of the LaTrue supporter is the simple fact is when I came in and covered the DV case, I told you the evidence swayed on the truth. And that's what I go by. I go by evidence. I don't go by what somebody told me. I don't go by my, my strong feelings. Yeah, I have strong feelings. I'm human. My strong feelings, I go by what the evidence leads me to believe. And that's what it led me to believe about Robert with the DV case only. I will always stand my ground. I will never, ever, 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 ever change when I tell you that I don't believe that there was any domestic violence except for maybe mental and that was between the both of them. So I stand my ground on that. So I just wanted to put that disclaimer out there. I stand my ground on that. Okay. So nothing else changes, but that has nothing to do with my opinions about other things. It has nothing to do with my opinion. Okay. I'm not a fan of Robert. I'm not a fan of Brianna's. I will still respect you, Michonne, because you are speaking the truth. Thank you, Robin. Miss Sean, you're addressing the contempt since this video is about Ayana, like how lead attorney will take parts of his long video and make it a separate video. Oh, okay. Right. Yes. So basically, so again, y'all get me off track, but I always try to keep up with y'all stuff. So I just wanted to make that very, very clear to all the supporters, because I don't want nobody to say, why is she saying this? Y'all ask me, y'all come to my platform, y'all ask me for facts. So here's the facts about the contempt. You had me going at your neck because, baby, when you first spoke with side, I was pissed, but I kept watching and I apologize because I see where you are with your commentary. Thank you, Miss Myers. I didn't even know you was mad at me, girl. Be honest with you, I didn't even know. So here we are with the contempt. Here we are with the contempt stuff. So Brianna has filed contempt. She has filed contempt, and it is based on, hold on, let me get it, because I had it pulled up, but then I turned around and I closed it out. Hold on, I think it's in my other phone. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. I had it pulled up, but I ain't wrote no notes today, y'all. So, all right. So basically, what she filed for. Hey, Cynthia. Oh, we did, Miss Myers, girl. I probably didn't even notice. I probably did, but it's okay. We good now. Look at Amber. Okay, so y'all, her thing was she filed post judgment. It's basically a post judgment domestic contempt. What that means, post means after the fact. Okay, after the fact. That means that post means that it's already been done. The order's already been drawn up. Judgment means the order. Okay, domestic means family. Okay, so that's what it means when it says post judgment. It just means that a judgment that's already happened, but is now that person's in contempt. And the reason why it says domestic is because it is a family order that was violated. Because any type of divorce, child support, anything like that is considered a family. It's considered domestic. Okay, so that's why it says domestic. Now the specifics on what it is, I think she's doing an overall contempt. That means that they're going to have to go back in court and they're going to have to review that entire order and see what she feels, whatever the attorney feels that he violated. And I told y'all several things on here that I felt that could possibly be a violation. Hey, Alexis. Thank you, Miss Cogman. Thank you, Latte. That could possibly be, thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate you guys. That could possibly be a violation. And there are violations. Another thing people are like, well, didn't she do some things? Well, of course she did do some things, but I'm going to tell you the difference in them though. When the order, let me go back and explain something else that I said on Ms. D Live. A lot of people are saying, hey, listen, that video wasn't done until after September the 1st or on September the 1st. Like, again, I think y'all got the order. I don't know if I misread the order. I don't know if y'all misunderstood the order, but the September 1st, y'all, was only for to clear out the content. The parties was to clear out all content of each other, good, bad, indifferent. It don't matter what it is. It don't matter if it's bashing, talking good. It does not matter. They had to clear it out of all their social media platforms. It had to come down on her side and Robert's side. It had to come down. That's what the September 1st was. They had until September the 1st to clear it all out. And they had to make a post. Robert is way too soft on her. Hey, Samuel. He should have been filed for contempt with all that she has done, on top of the fact she's still using his last name. And yes, Samuel, and I'm going to get into that. You're absolutely correct. Samuel to the rescue. It means that all contempt, all stuff had to be cleared out. Everything had to be cleared out. Okay? All the videos, the skits, the reels, the pictures, the posts, gone from both sides. Okay? That was only for September 1st, but when that divorce decree was signed, y'all, when it was signed, the day the judge put that into order, it was said that they could not speak on neither party could speak on each other. Neither party could speak on each other. They can't go, or they can't disparage or try to incite content creators or other people or third parties. Hey, down south. Thank you, Renithia, for the super sticker. Thank you for taking Robert because she couldn't find. No, me, us, everything, all content gone. The order didn't say any specific content. When it does not specify content, that means all of it gone. You can't make, the part about it is, that's why you got to pay attention to wording. You got to pay attention to your wording. That order specifically said any type, hey, melon related, any type of content. They didn't say negative content. It didn't say positive content. It said any content. All content gone from both sides, okay? So that's what the September 1st was for. When that order was signed, they was not to speak on each other on social media. They was not to talk to third party about the other person, incite them, give them information to post about, or go on their chats and encourage. If the chat was about, or going to a content creator's platform, and if they're bashing one party, if one party is bashing Robert and Brianna goes in there and starts talking about him, that's her inciting and, carrying on. She can't do that. Same thing with Robert. If one of the content creators are talking maybe negatively about Brianna, hey, Connie, then she can't. Yes, Ace Stokes, I'm sorry to say. So she can't go on in it, and he can't go in there and cite. No matter how good it looks, y'all, it's against the order. It's against the order. And if I came on here and I'm representing and in telling y'all that I stand for legal stuff, and then I turn around and say, oh, that's good, he can do it because, personally, I may support that person, then I'm wrong. I have nothing to keep up the work you're giving us. You're legal. Thank you, Brittany. I appreciate you keeping it challenge. Hi, Sean and Chad. I have a question. Do it cost to file that? No. I'm going to get to that too. No, it doesn't cost anything. Not one dime. So, oh God, I hate when y'all do this. Don't ask me no more questions. I know Miss Judy going to fuss at me in a minute because it is. But so I can't tell y'all that, it's okay for him or her to do it because I may personally support them. What's right is right. What's wrong is wrong. You just can't do it. It's against the order, period. It's against the order. Can't go in nobody's chat. Can't incite them. Can't do anything. Okay. So we have probably seen that from both parties. And another thing was, and the sisters are aware of this. Here's the problem with the third party. And when we say third party, he cannot give them or give anybody Miss Judy, can you Alexis is asking for my cash app. Can you put my cash app for me, please? I appreciate you. Um ADHD like a mug. I should have took my notes. So you guys, here's the thing. Robert nor Brianna can go and do anything or give any third party any type of information to feed to social media. Nothing. Nothing. That started when the decree was signed. That did not start on September 1st. That's already in play. So, to answer everybody's question, which I know that he did post her on the snap, to my knowledge, let me say to my knowledge, that particular video of her was posted on his Snapchat, okay? That was the information that I was given. It was posted on his Snapchat, and a supporter took it off his Snapchat and made it to the public. It's not something that he gave to the public. You know what I'm saying? That was my understanding, okay? It was something that he didn't give it to the public. It was something that he posted, but he was supposed to have that. If that content was on his platform, now listen to me, y'all. It means all social media. It did not say just Facebook. It did not say just Instagram. Now, this is the answer, because I had this person ask me this in my inbox, and I'm answering this for that person. Hey, thank you, Bronx girl. I'm answering this question. If that post was on his social media platform after September 1st, does it constitute as a contempt? The answer to that is yes, because it's after September the 1st, okay? That's the truth, y'all. It has nothing to do with me. That's just legally, if you're asking me a legal question, then it could be considered that, because all content was supposed to be cleared out by September the 1st, okay? So trust me, I'm going to get to her violations in a minute, okay? So trust me. My thing is, people so concerned about the pic being posted, not the message that was on the pic. Yeah, Kimberly, that's a good point. I mean, we know why it was posted on there. We know why. I mean, his reasoning and him doing is two different things. You know, his motive was, he says, to protect himself. So we have to, you know. So Brittany, the thing about it is, I don't know. I don't even know if it was on there. I don't even know. See, that's the thing, Lala. I don't know. I'm going by what somebody said. I don't even know the time, the dates there. I'm saying if, because I have no clue. Hey, Rock Truth, what's going on, babe? I have no idea. So I'm just saying if it was, because I really do not know. But if it was, then yes, okay? He posted it on his Snapchat on 8/31. Okay. So she said it, he posted on his Snapchat August the 31st. It was cleared out by September 1st because Snapchats only stay for 24 hours. Right? Okay. It was posted. Okay. Everybody's saying that it was posted, that he posted it. So are you saying he was wrong? Well, okay. If it was posted prior to September the 1st and it was cleared out before September the 1st, then no. Okay. Do y'all follow me? Then no. But if it was still posting September the 1st and it wasn't cleared out, then yes, it's a violation. I hope that makes sense. It could not a violation. It could be considered contempt. Yeah, right. Renee. Yes, Renee. I have to agree with you on that one. So do y'all understand what I'm saying? So we're just covering Robert for right now. I'm going to get to Brianna in a second, but I had that question in my inbox and I wanted to answer for whoever else might be curious as the answer to that question. Yeah, it was about co-parenting. The message behind it, y'all, is not in question because it was very positive. We know why he did it, but y'all, that's morally correct. What I'm talking about is legally, okay? Morally, he's correct. Legally, this is where I'm speaking from, okay? Legally. So y'all keep that in mind. I'm not speaking about morally. Thank you, Miss Judy. So that could be considered a violation. As far as another thing was in there about the baby girl. No third party can post the child by themselves. That means they can't post it. No voice notes, no pictures, no videos, no nothing. Nothing can be posted by a third party. The only people that can post that baby is Robert and Brianna. Hold on, keeping it telling. Hold on a second. So nobody but Brianna and Robert can post baby girl. That's it. That's all. Nobody else can. As far as, and somebody asked me another question about, I think Miss Season had the baby girl in a picture and Robert, but it was posted on Robert's page. That's where the blur lines get, and that's what I think that's something they should address in court, because I don't want to tell y'all no lie about that. That's something that they should address in court, as far as if Robert is in the picture or Robert is present at the time and he is present in the picture, the same as if Brianna has somebody. I guess we're going to use Janelle. If Janelle is with baby girl and Brianna is present, does that count as a violation? That's something that the court, I think they should address and get a clarification on that. Because I don't want to tell y'all no or yes on that one, because I am not sure, and I do not want to give y'all the wrong information. I do not want to give y'all the wrong information about that, because now Miss Season can't post baby girl on her platform. She can't do that, and Janelle can't post baby girl on his platform. Okay? He can't post baby girl on his platform by himself, and she can't post baby girl on her platform. Does that make sense? That Robert sent it to her. I heard that. I heard that. Is it the MRZ? I heard that. So no one can share his post. That's a blur line as well. That's a blur line as well. If I tell y'all yes or no, it would be something that I would be unclear about, because is sharing his post the same thing? Because I can share a post, but I do think if I had to take an educated guess, I would think that they can share it because the original post is Robert's. But if the original post or video or picture is not Robert and it's that person and baby girl, I believe it is. You can't do that. Yeah, I don't know. I really do not know about that. So I don't know. She said it got from her source, and her source was me. So stop. There's still a lot of videos of them on his Facebook and YouTube channel. Upper never said that. Upper, hey, Kim's reaction. I ain't seen you in a while. Okay. That is something that it was her voice. Y'all, I don't know anything about that, so I'm not gonna get into that because I don't know anything about that. I think, I'm gonna put it to you like this. I'm gonna say this about Upper. Upper's a very responsible woman. So, and I didn't, I'm not privy to that. So I think that Upper is a very responsible woman, and I know that she would be very, very careful with her words as far as being supportive. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay, I didn't hear that. Street code is never to play with a person's child. Of course. All right, so those are the violations, you guys. Those are the violations. As far as third parties posting anything, that could be a violation. That has happened, because I'm not going to lie, and the sisters know I respect them, I love them, but they have posted things third party, and here's the reason why it may it could be, and I'm gonna put a question mark, could be contempt because they were aware of the divorce decree and the stipulations on the divorce decree and still proceeded to play baby girl. So that's only thing I would say to that. But that is something that Robert would have to discuss with them as far as that and how they would want to handle that. So I just want to be honest with y'all. I just want to be honest with that. Miss Judy, you know they were told. So you know they were told. They were told because the only way I was able to go and look was because I heard it. You know what I'm saying? That's not something because I heard about it. So that was something that she was made privy to. Who's deleting comments, Kimberly? And y'all stop arguing. And we're not going to argue that because let me tell you something. One thing we're not going to do is we're not going to argue about a content creator who's not in here to speak for herself. No, Miss Season, what I'm no. What we're saying, and Miss Season has said she's never posted anyone's child on her page. So basically, we're saying if you posted it if it was just you and her, I think that picture with you was with you on Robert's page, which that's at question as far as is that in contempt, which I don't believe that it is because it's on his page, but I don't want to say yes or no. That's a blurred line. I think that's something that they would have to go back into the courts and address. So y'all heard it from Miss Season. She says she did not post any child on the page. That was something that was posted on Robert's page with her in it. As for that video, didn't the judge say for them to put out positive co-parent? Yes, they did. Absolutely, Miss Love. Absolutely. Which video are you talking about, Miss Love? That was not a violation. Which video are you talking about? Y'all got to be very specific. The judge said for them to put out positive. Yeah, tell me what video you're talking about, Miss Love. Yeah, Miss Season, we know. We know. We're not even questioning that. So is getting info from the man. Okay. Okay, so y'all, regardless, let me tell y'all. So regardless, I know it's a lot of opinions in that comment. But like I said, y'all, we're not going to address another or about what another content creator does. Because like I said, y'all know that I support Upper and I will not have any, okay, I will not have anybody say any disparaging or negative remarks about her in my chat, period. So yes, Alexis, I got it. Thank you so much. And Robin, thank you so much. All right, so we're going to go back to contempt because I always get off key. Miss Judy, come on now. Karen's heart. So those are the ways that that it could be a violation against that she could possibly go on after Robert for. And I'm going to have to say this, and this is me being honest. The video. Now let me say this. Morally, y'all, Robert has every right to come on social media and be upset as he was, because if somebody was always dissecting my life and dissecting what I did, dissecting my move, dissecting everything I say, dissecting everything that I say, then I would very much so be upset and be ready to come on here and just jab at somebody. You know what I'm saying? I would do it too. I would definitely do it. But legally, I'm going to say it probably wasn't a good idea. That's what I'm going to say. And I said that earlier in I said that earlier in Miss D's live. It probably wasn't a good idea. But he has every right to vent. He has every right to be upset. He has every right, because like I said, if you dissected my life the way that his life gets dissected on here, the way he gets talked about, the way his family gets talked about. And I think at that particular time, they had just started on, somebody that he's very close to and that spends a lot of time with, somebody that's with him every day this season. And I think that was just the last straw for him. So he went off. And sometimes our emotions can get the better of us. But legally, again, I would say if I was his lawyer, I would say that probably wasn't a great idea. That probably wasn't the best idea. Miss Myers, I'll tell you why, and don't you start fussing with me either. I support Rob, but to find out to file contempt is free, and he didn't do it is concerning. Oh my gosh. He mentioned no names. He just spoke on okay. So a lot of people say, well, Sean, he didn't say any names. See, Sean, have y'all ever heard of the word alluding? All right. So here's the thing. If you go in court and let's say that was one, I'm not saying this is the video she probably was concerned with. I'm not saying that, y'all. So let me correct that on that. Okay. So if he goes into court and she was like, he called me out my name, he said this, he said that, and the first thing the judge can say, well, these are two things the judge can say, well, he didn't say your name specifically, he did not direct at you, he did not whatever. So the second thing that an attorney can do is they can present facts to show that it was alluding to her. Now, I know he was going off about Nate. I know he was definitely going off about Nate for sure, because he was playing a lie. I know he was pissed off with her. But there may be some things that were probably she could go in and question as far as when he was alluding to, where she got her information from, who has she been talking to, stuff like that. So if an attorney can prove that he was alluding in the events and stuff surrounded this young lady, then that could be something that can be proven as a person alluding to it. So whether they can prove it or not depends on how good her attorney is and how good not her attorney is. They may not even go after anything like that. But I'm just saying, y'all, these are possible things that she could bring up, that she's possibly going after or probably. So that's her. That's her. That's him, y'all. But let me, she tell right. What is it? But isn't the contempt about the child support, or is there more? Lucky A, the contempt can be about the child support. If we have no proof, there's no evidence of that, we don't know. We don't have personal conversations with Robert. We don't have personal conversations with Brianna. So nobody knows if that man paying his child support or not. And for somebody to come on here and make it seem like they know, I think it's kind of wrong unless you talk directly to the party. So if she feels, or whatever went on, she feels that he hasn't paid child support, then hey, what I'm explaining to y'all is it could be anything in that divorce decree that she is saying he's in contempt of, anything, because the contempt is post-judgment domestic contempt, which means that it's the whole divorce decree, the entire divorce decree. It's terms and stipulations that she's pointing out that she feels like he's violated, not one specific thing. She's going to have to look like several things. So I don't know exactly what those specific things are, is what I'm going to say. So child support very well could be it. I don't know. Brittany said, yeah, everyone is allowed to vent at some point in time. People get fed up with whatever they are dealing with at a particular time and day. You feel, yeah, you do. Like I said, y'all, morally, he can do what he wants. He has every right. Let's draw this back to legal, Sean. Being a content creator showed foul charge that hasn't even gone to court yet can be used as contempt because she had to be told it was filed in order for her to get it. Well, Miss Judy, in this case, it was filed yesterday. So it was made public yesterday. So being that it was made public yesterday, it was on public record as of yesterday. So that may not apply. Heck, well, if I was the judge, I wouldn't believe a word out of her mouth after that video of her saying he had a PP and he was following her. Nothing she could say will have. And y'all understand something else too. Let me explain something else. Anything that was done prior to that divorce decree being signed is irrelevant. So all the stuff that was done prior to the divorce decree the judge won't even hear that because it wasn't an order in place at that time. So anything prior to that, the judge is not going to hear. It's got to be after. Anything after, because that's anything after that violates the order. Nate said she didn't get it from her, so Robert could have been talking about the person that sent it to Nate. And you know what, Miss Love? That is a very good point. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Blur lines, anything. That's a very, very good point. That is a defense he definitely well could use. Regardless of everybody knows who he talking about. Come on, y'all. It wasn't a good look, and I'm a supporter of Robert. Lady Love. That's what's up. Tanya, by proving that would also prove that Leona was telling a third party, correct or no? That's correct, Tanya. So his attorney could counter for harassment because Nate is eluding information. Oh, Lord. I done lost my place, y'all. There we go. Eluding information from Brianna. Yep. Woo child, she probably got Miss Sean Page said as her favorite, soaking up this good tea for use to use with her slow. She already done filed. Y'all, she has an attorney. So nothing I'm saying is not going to, she has an attorney. Her attorney's already filed. Okay, I thought it was specific. I haven't seen it, just watching y'all get, okay. Sean, realistic, she is trying to come up to have a reason to start a paper trail, get a restraining order in the future, so R will not get baby girl, so she won't be around his current relationship. That's very possible, keeping and telling that anything is possible. Can he absolutely can. He absolutely can do a counter contempt. Now, people are asking, how is she in contempt? What are the things that he could counter with? Which I really wish he would have filed first. I really, really do. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. It's over. He absolutely can do a contempt, because y'all know, I hope that he would do a contempt. You can put that question of how Miss Nate got the, did I call her Miss Nate? I mean Miss Amora. How Miss Amora got the third party app messages. That is something that only Brianna and Robert would have access to. So whoever the third party is, which we have no evidence that it was Brianna, you guys, but we do know that a third party gave that to Nate. So whoever that third party is, see, this is stuff you got to prove, y'all. Even though we feel it, or we may have a feeling that it was her, it's something that's got to be proven. So we have to prove that. But either way, she gave it to a third party, whether it was Amora or whoever. She still gave that to a third party for it to be shown on a public platform on social media. So it doesn't matter if she gave it directly to Amora or not. She gave it to a third party, and that third party gave it to a person to put on a platform. So that right there can hold her in contempt. Nida, no, because you know what? It's a family court case. So no, that charge that she had was a criminal. So it's two different cases. You got criminal and you got family. So that in a family case, that wouldn't be brought up. I think maybe he has brought that up before and it didn't work. But one thing a judge is not going to do, they're not going to base their decision or base their opinion on a pending court case. So they won't even speak on it or won't even allow it to be presented in court. They won't even allow it. You know, Manifest is getting it directly from Peekaboo pregnant woman. Can the judge pull phone records, any type of message from computers and laptops? They can have an order to do that. They can subpoena that to happen. Yes. Finally, I can comment again. Hey, when did you not was able to comment, Black Widow? Okay, got you. I understand it's public, but who goes searching for a charge that hasn't gone to court without being told it was there? Hey, just screwed her doing that. Well, that's very true, Miss Judy. And again, that would be common knowledge. Oh, Alexis, I see. I didn't know that. Didn't have no clue. Didn't see that. Me, us, and I know Robert hate the day he answers. I think so too. Rebecca, as far as Robert and Brianna's case goes, it should not be made public due to social media. I think, Rebecca, I think so too. Now, regardless, y'all, even if I would have known about that, I would have never spoke on that anyway, because, but it's just the point, once it gets to social media, the first thing, the supporters want to ask you this, ask you that, ask you this. So that's why my live took a different turn today. I now feel so bad for anybody that have come in contact where, yeah. I said Nate. I meant, y'all, I didn't mean to say Miss Nate. I meant to say Miss. I'm sorry. That was not a dig. Okay. The way she's free-handedly to dig at me when she gets a chance, I will not return the favor. So a very sick individual, not nice. So the parenting app can take her down. Yes, the parenting app, that was a third party. So he can bring that to the forefront. He absolutely can. I know, Robin, but I'm just, y'all know, I try to be nice. Replay, have a great day. Okay, Brittany. She probably gave it to the cane head, and she gave it to me. For Alexis and Amber with all these names. We don't have to have proof. She done it just like she done the pictures. Well, Miss Myers, here's the thing though. Social media don't have to have proof, but the courts will. So y'all, again, I have to say, y'all, I'm not speaking from my personal standpoint. The courts would have to have proof. He would have to have solid proof. But I mean, y'all, some things are just common sense. You know what I'm saying? She gave it to a third party. I don't think the judge would even ask, if he presented the fact that his messages or his call logs on his app got out to the public and only he has access to it and only she has access to it. First thing a judge is going to ask is, how was it able to be displayed on a platform that once supported or supports Brianna? Yes, sweet and sexy. And welcome to the live. Absolutely, yes. Science, she gave it to a third party. Hell, she's been doing that from day one. Yes, Lisa, she has. Like I told y'all, some things are just common sense. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Joski, she's going to make his life miserable any way she can just to get under his skin. That's true. Brianna Bella, I can't stand you. You are sick and evil and causing so much destruction between God's children down here. You better repent. And I mean repent, little girl. I told you Miss Myers is a firecracker. What Nate said about Jaw hitting Bree's son can bring that up for him being around his daughter. About Jaw hitting Bree's son, can he bring that up for him being around? Us, and you might not like me when I say this, but that would have been a good thing to bring up with the GAL. If he would have held on to the GAL, that would have been perfect for him to have brought up at that time. She's above the law. Yeah, Alexis. This whole stuff sickens me. I know. Isn't she in contempt still using his name? Okay, so that's another thing. So Melissa brought up another thing. So with the Brianna Hampton name, now this is not me, okay? So this is not me. So if any bees are watching, this is not me saying this, okay? The court order says she agreed to give up using any type of Hampton name. She voluntarily gave that up because it was asked of Robert Hampton for her to stop using the Hampton name. So she agreed. So the judge made it a court order. So she has to give up using that name, especially in any type of business aspect. As of right now, as of today, last time I seen it, unless somebody over here can tell me different, the Brianna Hampton Facebook page is still being used. So you ask, what can be done? That can be a form of contempt because that is in the order. But what is an alternative that he can use? An alternative is that he can take the order that he has and present that to Facebook. I've known millions of people who have done that. Present the court order to Facebook to make her either change her last name or remove the page. More than likely, they'll ask her to change the name first. They'll give her the option to change the name or they will give her the option to remove the page. Now, the reason why I feel, in my opinion, that she can change the name is because the divorce decree, he has the divorce decree. The divorce decree automatically says her name is changed. That's a legal document. So she could have took that and gave that to Facebook and said, change my name. And on top of that, the Brianna Battle page is verified, which means that you had to present legal documentation that your last name was Battle. So if you presented legal documentation that your last name was Battle, then you should be able to present legal documentation that your last name ain't Hampton on that page. Okay, so that answers Melissa's question. I think this will go in the truth favor. He was waiting on her to play this checker game for him to smash as on contempt and lower his child support. I would say that maybe Robert can make the request made that his case with the ex not be public due to social media. Rebecca, I would strongly suggest that. If I was Robert, I would strongly suggest that all his cases stay. He can get all his stuff locked. To me, the divorce should have been locked from the beginning. It should have been on lock from the beginning because of their stance in social media. And I'm pretty sure a judge would have granted that because of their social media status and because of all the negativity that has come from the divorce decree and all of that. Because of it, I'm pretty sure a judge would have had no problems sealing their divorce agreement and their divorce decree. I'm pretty sure. I hope that he would ask for that. Now, anyway, either one, either him or her, that self-explanatory parenting app between them, he didn't do so. She did it right. When you pay a monthly fee, the notification will come through the website or any case you have paid for. It public, several people get the notification from them. Wait a minute. It's online. When you pay a monthly fee, the notification will come through from the website or any case you have paid for. Not sure what you're saying about that, but either time that you do a verification on Facebook, you got to show proof. You got to show documentation. Facebook is very strict about that, y'all. Facebook will not change your name unless you have a government or some type of legal document with your name. They have become very strict about that. So even if you do pay for a check mark, you still have to present a government ID or photo with your name on it. So that had to have been done to get verification. Prove in court that he got out and Brianna court how he got out. Right, Beverly, yes. That has to be, if that is brought up, if he brings that in court, that definitely, if he brings that up, if he decides to do a contempt on her and the judge asks her in return, how did they get a hold of the Parenting Act text message? Of course, she would probably is not where she would have to answer as to how it got out. Because again, that is text messages or Parenting Act only between those two. So she would have to answer as to, a third party. And of course, he would have to show proof that they got out. And of course, you guys, there's the live video that was done showing the text messages or the Parenting Act messages. Yeah, Robin, they can. Can the court hold them both in contempt if they keep filing on each other? Yes. Y'all, even the court get tired of people. That 2023, the other side posted today paperwork saying his car was in Bree name. Now, what? Saying his car was in Bree name. Now, she co-signed on something. That's interesting. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Well, we don't have to worry about him being around mostly because Ja gone. He gone, Alexis. He can still request a GL. He absolutely can, Love Cat. Absolutely can. Heavenly, my friend, baby mama, the same way, and took him to court for contempt on child support, and the judge granting him to only pay $10 a month. Since the baby mama was being petty, he does for his child and keeps her. Y'all, some judges are like that. Believe me when I tell you. I told y'all, judges use their own discretion to stuff. They use their own discretion. Judges are, sometimes you got the veteran judges, the senior judges, them high-ranked judges, and sometimes you got the magistrate court judge, you got a federal court judge, you got a general sessions judge. You got all of those type of judges. And sometimes, like I told y'all, they're going to use their judgment to their own discretion. They're going to stay by the book, but if they got leeway in something, they're going to use it. She's definitely using that page. I Gemini rising. Hey Gemini, I believe so because I think yeah, I believe she is, and her Olambi is on the Brianna Hampton page. Really? I hope he realizes that he is not dealing with a kind-hearted spirit. Unfortunately, he has to stay 10 steps ahead of a manipulative, combining evil spirits. Okay, the only thing I'm gonna say about I believe what anytime there's public information you can speak on it. Like I said, it was made. I don't know. I think Alexis already said that she had it yesterday, so I don't know, y'all. Yeah, I heard aunt is under Brianna Hampton. Yeah. All he got to do is present paperwork, y'all. That's all he really has to do to get that. You know, y'all, paperwork is everything. Legal will take you a long way. Let me tell you something. Legal will take you a long way. You can shut somebody down in a minute by just taking legal action against them. Arguing with them, you just leave the door open for them to come back, you to come back. You can, but if you put legal paperwork in place, you can shut them down. Period. Oh, that's true, Michonne. I forgot he could have got it sealed. Yes, he can still get it sealed. Michonne, what about the use of Mrs. LaTruth on her closing line? It is still up? Cynthia, is it still up? If she cannot use the name LaTruth and she cannot use Hampton, that is in the divorce decree. Can't use either one legally. Legally can't. You can't. She can't. Not legally. But it would be up, y'all understand this. It would be up to Robert to bring that to the court's attention. He can send everything he sure can. She does not anyway have his best interests at heart, not even for baby girl. Oh, okay, Black Widow. Okay. Y'all, please, y'all tell me if y'all have not hit the live button. I usually don't ask y'all, but listen, do me a favor. If you haven't hit the live button, please go back the like button. Please go out and hit the like button for me. Please. That's all I ask. Hit the like button. I mean, dirty. But the divorce being public, so we've all already know that she's a known liar. I hope you're taking notes, Miss Season. Hey, Michelle. He did and showed she was the one. Janelle posted when she went out of town for her birthday. And that was in June. And that was another thing that we talked about. I believe I talked about that was when oh wow. I didn't know she was using that. That's another thing we talked about was when she went out of town for her birthday with her friends. I believe that she was in the car. The baby girl was in the car and in the presence of Janelle, with Janelle. And that was no, that's a court. That's a violation. Can't the only people that can post Baby Amora is Robert and Brianna. Nobody else. Those are the only two people that can post her on video, on pictures, anything. Those are the only two that can post her. What you say, Jackie? He's waiting now in the car to get baby girl. Tell me what you're talking about. She also still using his name on her bid. Yeah, they just sent me that. Thank you for that. I think thank you for that. I appreciate that. Oh, a whole can of worms on his own. Were they real documents? Which one are you talking about, Dreamy Girl? Although real documents. Oh, you're talking about over there with the car? Y'all, let me tell you something. They could easily say they been have those documents. Y'all understand. Let me tell y'all why I always say things, y'all. I've seen every strategy there is to have. I've seen every excuse there is to have. I've seen it all of why people make up excuses of why they committed a crime or why they did this or why they did that. I've seen every, that's why when people think I'm making excuses, it's not. It's that sometimes you got to be ready for, it's like being prepared for your enemy. You got to know the excuses they're going to use every time so you'll know what to come back with. So guarantee they're going to come back and say they've been had those before. Guarantee you. I'll put money on it. I will bet money on that. How's it in Bree name and her cars and her daddy's? You know, Alexis, it's so funny you said that because when I seen it, I was thinking the same thing. A cosign is not ownership. No. Heck, that judge may have been flowing the saga also. Could be. Done due to Bree sharing so much information about her peoples on social media. Yeah, Rebecca, I believe so. I am an advocate for that. I'm a true advocate for getting the divorce sealed. I'm a true advocate for that. I think because they are both content creators, I believe, and see, that's when you're going to know where the information really coming from. And there's no documents that can be posted once that those records are sealed. And so I encourage him to get his divorce documents sealed, just based off the fact of the negativity that comes with them being social media influencers and their stuff being shared on social media. Shauna was saying that today on my live about his car. You know what, Mordy, I came in right when I came in and talked to you. That when I came in, I probably didn't see it. RH needs Judge Mathis. I think he's retired, right? Well, Lala, here's the thing. Lala, if a judge admits that they've been following a story, they couldn't even rule on the case. They couldn't even rule on the case. If that was just like jurors, if jurors are influenced, that's, you can't be influenced by outside people. So that's why judges really, who knows what they do when they go home. But if they have been presented a case already, if they admit to it, they have to admit that they have some prior knowledge to the case based on outside of the courtroom. So they probably wouldn't. The same thing that happened in the YSL case. They had to get rid of 2 judges because of outside relationships or outside knowledge. Oh, okay. I think they meant if you sign up for notification on the case or something like that. Ishay, what's going on? That man car isn't in her name when she had to get her father to co-sign for her. I know Miss Renee because I remember when she was at a dealership and the lady told her since her dad, I remember that too. That was the January after her divorce. Key Jones said, this contempt charge may just backfire on her. He has the upper hand because she's been violating the order in so many ways. Let me tell y'all what's going to happen probably with this order, because it depends on the judge's temperament. If this is the same judge that presided over the case in the first place, they're very knowledgeable of the case. And plus, they pretty much have the same family. If it's in the same county, they usually have the same family court judge. They'll switch out every now and then. You have maybe like 2 or 3 or 4 judges in the same county, and 9 times out of 10 they'll try to put you back with the same judge that you had prior to on your previous one. But I believe this may be the same judge. I'm not sure. I don't know, but it depends on the temperament. And it depends on, I said this on D Live earlier, it depends on what they presented, how her lawyer presented. It depends on his lawyer, how his lawyer presents each case, and the temperament of the judge and how they are feeling about the violations. They could walk away out the courtroom and the judge could just say, hey, listen, I'm giving y'all 10 more days to get this content off, blah, 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 and put in stricter guidelines, stricter punishments. He or she could put in, I think it's a woman judge. she could put in. She could put in stricter guidelines or something like that, or stricter punishment to where she don't have to deal with any more contempt orders again. Or she could be really pissed off and she could be like, hey, listen, you both are getting on my nerves. How about you both go sit in jail for 24 hours? They could be like, how about you both sit in jail for 3 days? I mean, y'all, it could go so many different ways. Contempt is to the discretion of the judge. A contempt order. Y'all have seen a judge get pissed off in a courtroom and an attorney gets smart with them. They could be like, I'm holding you in contempt 30 days. I'm holding you in contempt 60 days. I'm holding you in contempt. They could go on and on. So again, it's the discretion of the judge and their temperament and how determined they are to make examples of people. He needs to stop showing her so much grace. At this point, he has to treat her like a ninja on the street because she wants him to be embarrassed, like she's being dumped and put in jail. Hey, Carol. But why would want their personal information and don't benefit? And that's exactly. I got it, I got it. Admire me. What's going on? She needs to apply it back at Best Buy. All right, so y'all, I'm gonna try to get through the comment. Y'all remember the girl said she was going to destroy him. I think that was what's that lady name? Briha. Hey, Antonio. See you lying, Michelle. What? Michelle, what's she lying about? She did not do the drop off. I don't know. You have to stay 20. Hey, Bridget, 20 steps ahead of the game. Yeah, you got to, y'all. You have to stay 20. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. If anything, Robert knows, they both know each other's strategy very well. Y'all, as much as we can get on this Facebook and act like we know Robert's temperament, we know how he worked, or we know Brianna's temperament, we know how she moved, they know each other better than any of us know them. No matter how much people get on here and feel like they know these two, we don't know them. We don't know them at all, but they know each other and they know how each other moves. So Robert knows her better than anything. And I think sometimes, and this is just my opinion, let's get off the legal. And I think sometimes he underestimates her. I think sometimes he does. And I think sometimes she takes advantage of the fact that he does underestimate her. And so, that's when she leaps in and be like, okay, I'm going to fix you. I just think that they both know each other and they both know how to handle each other. At the end of the day, I just really do. No matter how much we think we know them, we just know them from social media, but they know each other in real life and they know how each other work and operate. And I'm pretty sure they've been taking notes from each other because it's obvious she done took a lot of notes from him. So. That's why I said, can a judge pull all records if it's necessary? Miss Sean Bree didn't do the drop off. All this is Robert's weekend. Okay, y'all, what are y'all talking about as far as drop off? Did I miss something? Miss Bree didn't do the drop off, and this is Robert. Oh, this is Robert's weekend, and he didn't get. Are you saying this is Robert's weekend, and he didn't get the baby? Oh, wow. How do we know that? Where did we learn that from, y'all? Did he just say that? Michelle, now she playing with his child yet again. Oh, wow. Yeah, Rosanette. Hey, Rose. Yes, because if you have knowledge of this case, it can be. The judge going to get sick of the BS and will get rough with him, especially if he has a bad day. Yeah. Y'all, let me tell y'all something about that. Sean is giving legal advice and breaking it down for everyone the correct way. Let's support her. Oh, thank you, Alexis. The company sued him and he was served on per court docs about the car. Well, wait a minute. So there's paperwork about that. Oh, Lord, I swear, man, y'all digging. I mean, them people be digging. Oh, my gosh. Is it that serious? Thank you, Lisa, for the super sticker. He should get joint custody and he wouldn't have to pay. Renee, he has joint custody. He does. He just don't have joint physical custody, but he does. He has joint legal custody, but he don't have joint physical custody. RH needs to stop playing with those demons. Enough is enough. He has a lot of evidence. You can't keep playing nice with people. Pick up the little girl and she's a no-show. Oh, so he is live saying that right now? Thank you, Lady T. Sean, that means RH really don't know her because RH really don't know her real age. Remember, did he really say that? Keep it intelligent. I didn't know he said that. All right, y'all. I'm kind of going through these kind of quick. It's not his weekend. He had her last weekend. All right, she says it's not his weekend. But is he there? What do y'all get? What's giving y'all? I'm only on my page. I can't see what's going on, so I don't even know. Nate spoke on Miss Season to get to Robert to speak out on social media. Wake up, y'all. They all, yeah. Y'all got to understand what is content and what brings in numbers. And any type, if y'all remember when Nate said in the beginning, let me call her more. When she said in the beginning of her little rant to when she first started on social media, she specifically said that she was advised by another bigger content creator that conflict will bring in more numbers. So, y'all, some things are being done for content, but it's sad that you got to do it at somebody's expense. Wait a minute, who gifted? Unapologetic gifted 5 people. Thank you so much, Unapologetic. I probably haven't even gotten down that far. So if y'all got a membership, thank Unapologetic. Here comes the next. Okay, did I make it all the way down to the beginning? The end? Bree hasn't showed up yet with baby girl. Oh my gosh. All right, I think I'm down to the bottom. I just wanted to make sure I got everybody. Okay, so y'all know I have to converse in the chat to make sure I'm answering everybody's question. She is plotting a setup, y'all. Anyway, y'all, that is explaining. I'm not even probably. I'm gonna have to reschedule the live I was originally going to do. So I don't want to stay on too long. I don't like to stay on no longer than an hour, because I always like to review my lives, and I don't even sit through my own lives. But I am sorry, Sean. I have to disagree. Robert don't know what that girl capable of. He hasn't been with her in over 2 years. She's been around another ninja pickup. Well, you know what, Lady Love, I'm gonna have to say that you may have. Miss Season, what does that mean? Tell me what you mean by that. I see the emojis, but I don't know exactly what I mean. I agree they knew exactly what to do to bring him out of character. Lady Love, you may very well have a point. He knew those during those 6 years, but people do change in those 2 years, so you have a good point. Oh, I see what she's saying. Hey, twin girl, I see what she's saying. I see what she's saying. I see what you're saying, Miss Season. I got you. I see what you're saying. Now, y'all, I'm gonna have to go back through the divorce decree and find out when Robert said he get her on the 1st and 3rd Saturday, and when there is a 5th Saturday, he get her 2 weeks in a row. So he's supposed to get her today. I don't know. Gemini rising, it is. It is. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I really do not know. I don't know. But y'all, though, that is as far as what's going to happen with the contempt. Like I said, it could go either way, and I'm sure that Robert will. I'm sure that he will turn around in return counter, whatever. But it would have been in his. It would have been good for him to have filed first because she has a little bit of a leverage. But either way, the judge will hear both sides. of the situation. And I really do think that the judge is probably going to just be really strict with the both of them as far as, and they may even ask for an amendment to that divorce decree as far as, especially if this is true or if this is accurate, regarding the pickup. I don't even know. But as far as the divorce decree, he really needs to have those records sealed. Other than that, we would not be able to discuss any documents on social media concerning their divorce, period. So if I was him, I would definitely ask for a seal of documents. That way, nobody could get a hold of them things. She hid the real her for years. Right, Alexis. Right. He was live waiting on her. Y'all, this is just not good. That's all I'm going to say. It's just not good. My bad. I clicked off and came back. So many comments behind. Yeah. Crystal says Robert need to go in the police department and have them call her. And if she doesn't come, let the police write it down. And they call. Crystal, that is an excellent idea. That's an excellent idea. I would definitely advise him to do that. If they are meeting in front of the police station, then it would be great for him to go in the police station and just have them document that on his behalf. Pay me to be, it wouldn't surprise me if it wasn't slow motion herself, because she stayed watching us content creators. That's why I've been using that fake pregnancy app lately. Melissa, girl. The divorce papers are already out. Yeah, but we are talking about the motions that are filed. She just filed a contempt order against him. So y'all, if they're meeting at the police station, my advice would be, for him to walk in the police station right now with the order. If it is his weekend, you guys, if this is his weekend and she is not showing up, then I would advise him to walk in the police station and get them to make a note of it for him to have on file. This is great paper trail. More than a video. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. From what I've known about a judge, videos are excellent sources of evidence. But a statement from a police about this, even better. Oh my God. Melissa, did he really say that? That would be my advice. But, I would advise anybody to do that. More so, just go in. If you are right beside the police station, then there you go. There you have it. Just go on in and just handle your business. That's what I would do. That's exactly. Hey, Tawanda. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Miss Shawnee. Hey, Key. I'm sorry if I didn't speak to you. Hey, Tajay. It actually is his weekend, y'all. August had 5 Saturdays in it, which means he has 2 weekends in a row, is what he said. She don't want to see them twins. She don't want him. Crystal says she don't want him to see them twins. I don't know. I know the court clerk hates to see her coming. They know that lady about to waste the court's time and resources. Unapologetic said, Miss Shawn, I'm going to. So y'all, please make sure y'all hit the like button. So like I said, y'all, getting back, I get a little distracted with the questions and stuff, but I got a little distracted when y'all said that he was live picking up his kid and she wasn't showing up. What is this? Trying to figure out what is this. Oh, okay. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know how accurate that is. So I don't even know. Hey, grown woman status. Got my hands full feeding my big man, but I got you in my ear. All right, love. Gets the police to call his baby mom. Wait a minute. Yes, my son gets the police to call his baby mom where it's pick up and drop on time. That's the best way to do it. Brianna is childish. I bet all three of her children's fathers wish they had never looked twice. Y'all, so I want to share something with y'all real quick. And I'm going to share something with y'all. I'm going to share this with y'all, and then let me share it. Hey, Roz, I think I spoke to you. Y'all know what really got to me? Let's get off the contempt order for a second. And we'll just wait and see what happens. As you know, we'll just wait and see what happens. Let me touch on a little bit of what bothers me, because I'm glad that Admire Me brought this to my attention. Y'all know what really kind of bothered me is when Ayana went live, and forget all the other stuff Ayana said she went through with Brianna. Not really went through, but the stuff that she kind of revealed, this stuff we kind of already knew. We kind of already knew that stuff. You know what I'm saying? We kind of already knew that stuff about, the 7,000. We knew that stuff. It was just her confirming some stuff that we kind of already knew. But when she talked about stuff as far as how she experienced friendship heartbreak, I was really feeling her on that. I never really thought there was any such thing. But I was really feeling her when she said that. But y'all know what really got in my skin? Or really got in my, hey Aisha, y'all know what really kind of bothered me or shocked me? Because I thought if a friend comes to the internet, and it took them over a year to do that, obviously they had to do some form of healing. And obviously their friendship affected them. The only time a friendship has ever affected me like that was when I had a 20-year friendship with my best friend from high school. That's one that was like, but our friendship she was just draining as hell. But what I'm getting from Ayana was that friendship was draining, but she wanted to stick in there. She didn't know how to say no. Okay. But anyway, my thing with her getting on a public platform and expressing the hurt, expressing how much the friendship meant to her, and expressing all of this, you would think that would have had some sentimental value or something toward, Brie. And like I said, this is nothing against Brie herself, but it was her reaction that threw me in left field. Hey, D-Red. It was her reaction that threw me way in left field, you guys. So I want y'all to look at this. This threw me in a loop for real.
Listen, I ain't talking about nobody in the past, okay? Nobody in the past. Today is a good day. Every day is a good day. It's been 2 years. Don't bring up no past, nothing addressing no friendships, not addressing no relationships. Life is good over here. If you can't move on, ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm moving on. I ain't got time to address no lies on me. God know I'm a good person. I got so many people stuck on me for 2 years. If I was a horrible person, baby, they'll be done moved on. Don't even want to think about me no more. That's how you know your aura is amazing. That's how you know your spirit is amazing. That's how you know you're a great, amazing person. Because, baby, if you as evil as they say you are, I'm going to hit the streets running. I don't ever want to see that person again. I don't ever want to mention that person's name again. I don't even want to utter their name. You're going to move on so fast. I was a blessing to anybody that was in my life. If I removed you, it's for a reason. And sometimes when the bank closed, people remove themselves too. I'm not paying for friendships. I'm not paying to take care of people. I'm not paying for relationships. It's a new day. It's a new day, y'all. Don't come on here with this drama. It's too early in the morning. It's 7:39. Josh! 7:39. You can want to know what you want to know all you want, baby. I'm over here working, living life. God is guiding. God continue to bless me. If I was a horrible person, I would be going through hell. Can you give me that 3X blue jean jacket on my bed? The glow is still on me. The aura is still amazing. God is still amazing. God is still doing his big one in my life. I ain't got time to address no negativity, baby. Life is so good for me. What? Mm-mm.
Okay, y'all, let me tell y'all something. The reason why that particular part bothered me because you're talking about a friend. And the thing about it is, Ayana didn't get on there and she didn't say anything derogatory about Brianna. She spoke on her experience with Brianna. She spoke on how she felt. She spoke on without saying how the friendship was draining. She went against her own intuition, which God gives us discernment. She went against her own intuition. Everything she went against. She even left her kids at home. She did all this only to satisfy her. And yet, this is her response. I was very shocked, y'all. I would have to say I always give people the benefit of the doubt, and that might be a flaw of mine. But when I tell y'all something, when something starts not feeling right to you, when somebody starts to drain you with every time you talk to them on the phone, they got a problem. Every time you talk to them, is they're upset. Every time you try to save them for something, you got to sacrifice yourself for something. And I think that's what she was saying. And that reaction to me, I'm not even gonna play Ayana's live because y'all done seen Ayana's live about 100 times. I'm not gonna play that, but that particular part really bothered me. That really blew me. I was like, wow, that's your response. I would think I understand what she mean by, it's been 2 years, but my thing is that's how much that friendship meant to her. And even though you guys have gone your separate ways, no matter how the friendship ended, she is acknowledging that I really did care about this person. This person was somebody I considered a true friend. But she is saying, hey, when the money closes, the friend goes. That's how you see that? That's how you see that? When the money goes, the friend goes? Is that really how you see that? That just really blew me, y'all. That really, I'm not lying. That really had me sitting about thinking. And I know that Ayana says she had a lot of discernment. She said it in so many words that even when she was in this girl's presence, sometimes it was a bad aura, a bad energy. And I know I heard on 2K Live when he said that, people who are very Christian. I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all, I'm not religious at all. I'm not religious, not in one bit. I don't believe in religion. I believe I am spiritual. I have a relationship with God. So I'm a spiritual person. I have a relationship. I don't believe in rules to worship God. I don't believe in rules to have a relationship with God. I don't believe in that. I have my own personal relationship. So, but God gives you a spirit of discernment and he gives you a gift of intuition. And when those things start kicking in, you got to listen to them. And I think there's not one person on this live that can tell me they are not guilty of going against their own intuition and going against their discernment with people. And then you end up paying for it every single time. Hey, Reese Cup. Hey, Arlene. Hey, Miss Locks. I know I shouldn't be surprised, y'all, but hey, Spicy Brown, I still give people the benefit of the doubt. And that might be my downfall. That might be a downfall that I have because I still like to give people the benefit of the doubt. I really, really do. Because everybody has a sense of changing. And it might be because, and it's I would say, an example with the girl that I was best friend with for over 20 years, y'all. 20 years, she drained the crap out of me. I kept secrets for her. Really, really did. I kept secrets for her. When she was married, she had a relationship outside of her marriage that I knew about, and it caused a problem in my marriage because when I was married, because my husband was like, you're sitting here holding and condoning that. How do I know you're not doing it yourself? See, it causes bad problems in your own relationship. It causes problems in your own. And that's one of the problems that I had in my marriage because he felt like, I told him everything. You husband and wife supposed to tell each other everything. But I held that secret. And the thing about it is, I paid for that in the end because I was looked at as the bad person. I held that secret. I held many, many secrets, many, many secrets. It was one secret, y'all. It was so big, but I mean, it got out. It was already out. It got out. She ended up getting pregnant by the guy she was having an affair with. And the crazy part about it, y'all, her husband was fixed and couldn't have any kids. Okay. So she ended up getting rid of the child. I went with her. She ended up getting rid of the child. The husband wanted to come in. I think at that time, her and the husband were having problems. So they went on a vacation, maybe 3 or 4 days after she had the ABORTION. So she went on vacation. He wanted to be intimate with her. She faked like she was hurting. She was having bad cramps or whatever. So he said, hey, I'll take you to the doctor. So he took her to the doctor, you guys. Took her to the doctor. And of course, y'all know when we go in there, the first thing the doctor asks us for is a piss test. Okay, a pee test. So when the doctor came back, he was looking at the charts or whatever. He was like, are you pregnant? Or did you just recently miscarry? And of course, her husband is like, what? Because y'all don't forget, he is fixed. He can't have any kids. Because y'all know it shows, the HCG shows in our urine. So y'all know, of course, I knew about all of this. I knew about what happened. I kept her secret. It was draining. And then when I wouldn't do, and I held those things for her for years, and I had to live with myself. But she just like, everything I did was just wrong. And when she did something for me, I had to have it thrown in my face. That's the only reason why I can relate to Ayana and what she said. Those things are completely draining. But that was over a 20-year friendship. We still talk to this day, but we're not best friends. But it was over a 20-year friendship. But I felt a friendship heartbreak because it was like, I put so much into this girl, so much time, so many secrets. You know, she was one part of the reason why my marriage broke. So many different reasons that I suffered a loss because of trying to cover. And she was draining. And there were so many times my mom was like, girl, you need to leave that girl alone. But it was so many signs, but I ignored it. Because I felt like she was going through trauma. I felt like she was going through this. I knew what she was going through on the back end. I knew what she was feeling. I knew all this. I was trying to make excuses for her. Her trauma was my excuse to keep dealing with her. I was like, well, y'all really don't know her. But people would only see what she was doing to me. But I would keep the secrets of, y'all, but that's a flaw. I don't know how to tell people no. I have a bad habit of not knowing how to tell people no. So anyway, I make that example as to what I was saying about Ayana. Thank you, blessings on blessings. What I was saying about Ayana, I know what she's talking about. And I felt bad for her because had that been my friend that over 20 years and I would have heard what she said, what Brianna said, I would have been pissed. And I think she responded to it. Let me see, because she put something on her page. I'm going to show it to you guys. I wish I could blow that up. Well, anyway, let me read it. I think it's on this page. So she responded to that in a post. She responded to what she said. And what did she say? She said, sorry. She said, I'm grown. Things aren't misunderstandings or mistakes to me anymore. I'm convinced that's your character and I'm not with it. Know your value and stand on it. We're in weird times, protect your energy. So she did respond to that because Brianna made her look like, you were only after me for my money. You should get over it. But wasn't it Brianna that was trying to get a friendship back with the whole, the edible arrangements? Weren't you trying to get the friendship back? Wasn't it you trying to salvage the friendship and she walked away from you? Wasn't it her choice to decline your friendship? But now all of a sudden it's about money. Oh, she only wanted my money. If that was the case, then why did you send edible arrangements to her trying to fix the friendship? Why did you send edible arrangement? It's just some things you just can't come back from, y'all. Some things you cannot come back from. No matter how much you care about a person, when they do certain things, it's like, wow, I didn't even know that was in her character to do something like that. That was probably what Ayana was thinking. But anyway, I just wanted to touch on that a little bit about Ayana. I know everybody was on this thing about, all the revelations that Ayana said, but that really wasn't new to us. It was good to hear her come out and get all that out her chest. You could tell she was very nervous. You could tell she had bad anxiety. And perhaps if she was a little bit calmer, she could have probably told a lot more. But you can tell that she still did not want to bash this girl. You could tell she really did, and I have to respect her for that. You could tell she didn't because of certain loyalty that she still holds to her. And I feel the same way. Even when a person does me dead wrong, I still hold some form of loyalty to them. Some form of loyalty to them. Some form. Not completely, but some form of loyalty to them because, well, not to them, to me, to who I am. I have to be loyal to my character and who I am. If I do something like I've told y'all plenty of times that I've been on here, when I feel like I stepped out of my character with all those text messages, because in the real world, I would be looked down on for that. So I feel like I stepped out of character only because I let my emotions get the best of me. And I really had to just like, damn, girl, you was that mad. But to loyalty to myself, not to them, but to myself, let me read some of these comments and then what is this? Okay. Same way, Ashley G. Yes, Ashley D. She was every time Ashley G talked, she was nervous and she was just all over the place. Robert should know that and stop coming to the internet because that doesn't help him. Miss Sands, again, y'all, this is my advice. This would be my advice. If I had a client like Robert, and I was representing him, the first thing I would tell him is to chill off the internet. Do your content on your girl, Miss Season, your daughter, your businesses, your music, and just leave the Brianna stuff alone. Only not morally, but for legality reasons. Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone and vent to your girl, vent to whatever. But social media is not anybody's friend. Social media is a devil's playground, period. And I wouldn't advise him to bring that stuff to social media. Even though she brought it to social media. Using a court system to address the emotions and grow up. Brianna is another Delilah. She is. I hope D-Ham touches on that too. I hope he does. I hope he makes one of his lives about that. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. I hope he does. Talking about, look at their life, they mad girls. Talking about, look at their life, they mad girl. You and how you had to downsize your whole, like Sanford and Son. Yeah, Renee, y'all noticed she did downsize and nobody said anything about her. Everybody talked about how Robert downsized in his apartment, but you don't hear anything about how Brianna downsized in hers. It's just like I said, it's a double standard. Like I said, if you're gonna be fair, talk about both. They both downsize. Let's put it out there. They both downsize. The old friends are nervous because they have done things that can send them to jail. Robin, I do believe that. Cynthia said, Miss Sean, you couldn't even cuss right. I know, Miss Cynthia, I couldn't, but I was trying. That's funny. Miss Cynthia said, you couldn't even cuss right, girl. I know that, y'all. But anyway, y'all, that was really what the lie was about. But again, y'all, anytime a legal thing comes up, it always takes precedence over certain lies. So I really wanted to touch on the contempt. Rose, I really hope that he does go into it. I really hope he does next time live. So D-Ham, if you're listening, if you out there, which I don't know, I think you need to touch on that a little bit more about that. So I hope he does like a part 2 or part 3 or something like that. So get the message out and see if he do that. But y'all, I'm getting ready to get off here. I've been on here for a long time. The difference is one downsize and one kid living with him off and on, and the other did. So with 4 kids and 2 on the way, yeah, girl, India, you spoke a word, girl. I'm coming with, yes, you guys. Y'all make sure if you did not hit the like button on the way in, you hit it on the way out, please. And not once, but twice. She did. She sure did. You are so right about that. Twice. But she charged it to the game. She sure did. She sure did. Absolutely. But anyway, you guys, thank you so much for joining me again for another live, you guys. I want to give a shout out to my moms, Miss Judy. I love you, Miss Judy. Miss Bridget, I love you. Grown woman status, JB, and oh my gosh, Latte, my girl, my main girl. Thank you guys so much. You guys are such wonderful moms. I do appreciate you guys always making sure that you keep me on my toes with everything. So thank you again. Royal D, thank you so much for coming in. I always appreciate your input on everything. Miss Hudson, Miss Rose, you know I always appreciate you. A Stokes, is it Risa Cup? Thank you. Annie, Robin, India, always, like always. You got Rebecca, you got Dee Dee, and both the sisters, Alexis and Amber. You guys know I appreciate you guys. Renee, Tissa, Crystal, who else came in here? Blessings on blessings. Lisa, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you. Spicy Brown, Love Cat, that's my girl. Miss Myers, that's my firecracker. Thank you guys so much. Rebecca, thank you guys so much for coming in. And Samuel, I don't know if he's still even in here, but thank you so much. He's always in here. He is one of my most loyal supporters. So I appreciate you guys for coming in. And I'm going to see you guys. And the next time, y'all, we'll make sure we touch on the live if we don't get distracted by something else. But anyway, Sean, do your next live going over the visitation schedule and consequences of not following it, please. Absolutely, Miss Judy, at the request of Miss Judy. Thank you so much, Renee. You guys, you're going through hell, yeah. Thank you guys, and I want you guys to enjoy your weekend. And if something comes up, y'all know I will go live. If not, I will see you guys on Monday. Have a beautiful weekend. Love you guys.